Hi, fourth grade, and welcome back to Math with Mr. G. Today we're going to be continuing our work with our objective of, working up to word problems with multiplying and using multiplicative comparison and understanding how we use the different strategies for multiplication as we really build our skills moving forward. Yesterday we were looking at some multiplication with 2 by 1 and 3 by 1 multiplication. Today we're going to be looking at the word problems for those. So let's get started with this first one here. This one's pretty short. I might be able to get away without using the cubes method on this one. It says, the Turner family uses 548 liters of water per day. The Hill family uses 3 times as much water per day. How much water does the Hill family use per week? Okay, I can see pretty quickly here that I'm taking 548 and 3 and multiplying it. That's all I need to do for this one. So I'm going to make some quick notes here, but I don't need to necessarily do the full cubes method. If this was even just one sentence longer or had even a little bit more information, I would definitely use the cubes method. So I'm going to take my 548 and multiply it times 3. Okay. And as I said in the previous video, I never ever do this horizontally. It's just bad practice because when you get into larger digits, you're going to definitely have to set it up vertically, so it's best to do this vertically now as well to just build yourself the practice for it. So let's multiply. 3 times 8 is 24, carry my 2. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14, carry the 1. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16. So, how much water does the Hill family use per week? Let's think about this. So if they use 1,644 liters per day, how much do they use per week? Well, we know there's 7 days in a week, so I have to take this 1,644 and I need to multiply it times 7. So let's move this down a little bit and go on to the next step. So 1,644, let's multiply it times 7. 7 times 4 I know is 28. Carry the 2. 7 times 4 again is 28. Plus 2 is now 30. I'm going to cross off this 2 because we just used it. Bring my 3 over. 7 times 6 I know is 42. Plus 3 is 45. Cross my 3 off. Bring my 4 over. 7 times 1 is 7. Plus 4 is 11. 1, 2, 3, comma. So 11,508 liters per week. It's a lot of water. And I'll circle my answer in red, as I always do. All right, let's scroll down. So this one says, Jennifer has 256 beads. Stella has 3 times as many beads as Jennifer. Tia has 104 more beads than Stella. How many beads does Tia have? All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3 people and a lot going on in this. I'm definitely going to use my cubes method for this one. I'm not going to try and do it without it. It's supposed to be an E. Great. All right, so first on our cubes method, there we go. First on our cubes method is to circle important numbers. So I have 256. Why don't we zoom in just a little bit here? Ooh, maybe not that much. Okay, that way we can see it a little better. We left off on circling important numbers. So I have my 3 here, my 104 here. Great. Now let's underline important keywords and phrases or clue words. So we have our measure, which is beads. Times as many tells me I'm multiplying. And more in this case means addition. More is also a clue word for multiplication, but more often than not, excuse the pun, it's for addition. And we're of course looking for our measure of beads. So let's now box what's being asked. We're trying to find how many beads does Tia have. And this one is asked, of course in our cubes method, we're asking to eliminate unnecessary information. There isn't really a whole lot to erase for this because we have to kind of look back and see who needs what and who has what in comparison to one another. If this were just a little longer, I would consider eliminating information, but I think we can just call it with this one that enough is eliminated already. So given that we have 3 people here, I'm going to build myself a chart. Love a good chart. So I'm separating between the people and number of beads inside this chart, like so. Great. All right, so Jennifer has 256 beads. Let's put Jennifer here. Let's put Stella here and Tia here. I like to put them in order as they appear in the question. So we know Jennifer without any math and has 256 beads. There we go. And we have to find 3 times as many for Stella. So I'm going to take my 256, put it vertically with 3, and multiply it. 6 kind of looks like a fish, but that's okay. 3 times 6 I know to be 18, carry my 1. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16, carry the 1, cross that 1 off. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So Stella has 768 beads. But I'm not quite done yet. I have one more step. I need to find for Tia. So let's look back in the question. Tia has 104 more beads than Stella. So I'm going to take this 768 we found for Stella, set it up vertically, and add 104. 8 plus 4 is 12. Carry the 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. Plus 0, 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. So Tia has 872, not S2 beads. And there's our answer. So we solved. And I'm going to circle our answer here. And I can circle it here too if I need to show my math. Great. Okay, so as usual, if you had followed along this far, we're going to go over one of our assessment questions. So it says Luke collected 11 coins for his coin collection, and Aaron collected 44 coins. How many times more coins did Aaron collect than Luke? So I know that Luke collected 11 coins, and Aaron collected 44, right? How many times more coins did Aaron collect than Luke? So I need to find what I can multiply here to equal 44. So I know with 11s that whatever I multiply this 11 by will give me double digits for this. So I see 2 4s here, so I know 11 times 4. So how many more times? 4 more times than Luke. Just like so. As always, you can rewatch this video to make sure you really gather all the skills and check any work that you need. You can also pause it at certain points to double check the cubes method as you work on the assessment and work moving forward. And as always, I look forward to seeing your work, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.